Well, it's been a sparkling year for the sale of gemstones. They're the much desired stones that feature in some of the most expensive and some of the most affordable jewels available to buy, and perhaps that's its strength.
Well, let's talk about this some more. We're joined by Ian Harebottle, the Chief Executive of Gemfields, which owns, among others, the world's largest emerald mine. Thank you for joining us. Where has this sudden rise in popularity for coloured gemstones come from?
I think it's multifaceted. If you say where did it come from a sector, it's almost everywhere. From a consumer base, I think the world was just ready for it. In truth, if you think back more than 100 years ago, coloured stones were some of the most precious product known to man. And then obviously through to marketing, there were a number of other distractions, if I can use that word. But the consumer today is looking for more value and something different. Perfect time for colour.
I mean, how much of it is to do with fashion and indeed, you know, the internet being able to promote these stones?
Fashion to some extent, and the internet to both of those as well. But I think more so, I think young ladies today are looking to differentiate themselves. So in terms of fashion, in terms of tattoos, let's use that as an example. It's not something I'm personally very kind of fond of. But a lot of young people want to be different from everyone else. And I think there's nothing better than coloured stones that lets you showcase your individuality. Naturally, in the absence of communication, people will go for handbags and perfumes and other fashion goods. But once you start to advertise and communicate, young people are very clever. They can see inherent value in these products.
Ian, are you trying to say that diamonds are no longer a girl's best friend?
Well, I always tease, and I must be cautious here, but when I was growing up, you know, who wanted to be a young girl's best friend, you know? So here's the issue. Diamonds are beautiful. Diamonds are lovely. But that's a very good example. For the last 50 years, in fact, probably the last 10 years, in my opinion, they haven't done such a good job. But the 40 years before that, the diamond industry did a very good job of promoting diamond as the ultimate product. They certainly weren't the rarest, and in my opinion, certainly not the most beautiful, but the rest of the industry did nothing. And today, with Gemfields and others promoting colour, we're creating a wider range of choice. And the discerning consumer today, in my opinion, is making the right choice.
So, and what sort of differences are you seeing from geographical market to market in terms of demand and variations of choice, I suppose?
There is an element of that. So there certainly is. We would certainly see, again, going back to diamonds, De Beers did a very good job of focusing marketing and promotion on Europe and America. So for the last 40-odd years, Europe and America had been very diamond-centric. Prior to that, if you looked at all the ancient collections, colour was at least as important as diamonds. But a lot of the consumption today is coming from South America, North Africa, India, China, the Arab states, Russia. These are all cultures where colour is part of your tradition. It's part of your religion. So we're seeing an increase in demand for colour from all of those regions, and the young American and European young ladies as well are also looking for something different.
Interesting stuff. Ian Harebottle from Gemfields. Thank you very much.